A year ago, at the first incarnation of this particular conference that we are attending now, this is the second hosting. Both of them in Trinidad so far. One of the speakers was Michél Bruno, and so I took the opportunity to renew acquaintances and so on, and he appeared as, let me read it correctly, Executive Director of Digital Products and Services at one of the largest banks in Haiti, Soja Bank, a newly created position where his job was to spearhead the initiatives of the bank for digital banking. Now, I don't know that in Trinidad and Tobago or elsewhere in the Caribbean that there is such a position or department in the banks to develop digital services. And from some of the discussions that we had earlier, yesterday, as a matter of fact, it didn't appear so. So Stefan appeared here last year in Trinidad last year, and he talked about his work in developing mobile banking in mobile money, in Haiti. And then I guess, through his work, he got taken up by the banking corporate world in Haiti, where his experience was most valuable. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks after he left here last year, he was tragically killed back at home by armed bandits. And it was a shock to the internet community around the Caribbean, let alone in his own native Haiti. And since then, they've had numerous tributes and so on that have been given. One is from, I'll just read an excerpt of one from Mr. Henri Beauséjour, one of the Haitians. It's part of an article he wrote called Meet Michél Bruno, the Haitian Steve Jobs you didn't know. And one of the things that he mentions is, in terms of his commendable traits, were his great vision and a contagious enthusiasm for everything he attempted. He's reported to have been a straightforward person with no interest in deception, but was always honest in his approach to people and situations. Other colleagues described him as a person who was always focusing on the results and that was well acquainted with issues such as corporate social responsibility. He invested a lot of his life to establish a better business environment in the IT industry in Haiti. From my, I should say, anecdotal exposure to him, I think I agree with the sentiments that have been put there. And ECLAC, in fact, has a short 2-minute video which would, on his contribution to last year's conference, which they would play now. I would say
a shift that personally I've made is to make sure that we have a bunch of different technologies outside that we can use, and sometimes in different contexts and different scenarios, one tool works better than the other. So be less technology. We have to be technology agnostic, but the concept of digital financial services should be centered and should be using all the different tools that are available in order to address the needs of the population that we are targeting.
I think we've heard that message again over the last couple of days. So it hasn't changed in the year. I think we need to pay attention to it and remember that technology is not the end. Technology is the means. Focus on the problems we need to solve. So, Michél Bruno, rest in peace. Thank you.